Hello, everyone. Thank you so much and welcome back. Always lovely to connect with you. I hope wherever you are today, listening to the program, you feel good, you feel refreshed, and you have put some things together for yourself, for you to look forward to. So fantastic. Today, I want to talk about if you can't heal the relationship. If you can't heal the relationship, doggone it, heal yourself. Heal yourself. This work, I find it an honor to have sat across from so many different types of folks from various walks of life to learn, to share. And some time ago, I was sitting across from a member of the U.S. Coast Guard, a member of the U.S. Coast Guard. They do tremendous work, and this conversation turned to the perils of the search and rescue mission. And this individual was describing how dangerous these dangerous missions and situations had saved many folks from near a millisecond of drowning. If they hadn't shown up, it would have been a catastrophe on so many levels, in storms, uh, high winds, raging, crashing waves. And I was so enthralled by this conversation. I asked this individual, could you do me a favor? It may sound a little strange, but I have my reasons. I have my reasons for asking. Uh, they must have some type of a instruction guide, a couple sheets, a manual or something like that. And this individual said, yes, they do. I said, is it possible that I could just get a page or two on the instructions for rescue? Instructions for rescue. And it's very interesting. And I want to read you precisely the instructions for rescue, a small portion, okay, from the U.S. Coast Guard. Here we go. The characteristics of someone who's rescued. I'm reading it right from the guide. Flexibility, power, strength, endurance, mental capacity, and mobility. All of those must be in sufficient form for the rescue. Now, the instructions go on to say, in addition, must have the survival training and knowledge to survive on land, and sea. Must have the experience and knowledge base to survive on land and sea. In other words, I'm bringing it full circle here back to the title. You cannot rescue someone else if you are not fit for the mission yourself. You cannot rescue, as bad as you may want to. I've certainly put on my rescue hat, boots, raincoat, safety jacket, all of it. As bad as you want to do that, you cannot rescue anyone else if you're not fit for the mission. And I'll tell you, we can waste a lot of time. I think about a story. I had a gentleman, and I knew what I was going to say to this man. He was going to be mad. I knew he was going to be upset with me. And he came in and said, I'm frustrated. I've done everything to try to get this relationship restored, moving, going. I'm looking for her to do X, Y, Z. Let's sit together. Let's read together. Let's go here together. And it's a fight every which way, every turn I have. And I'm debilitated myself. I don't know if I'm coming or going. And I just looked at him and said, I know this is not what you want to hear, but what it's time to do now is stop. Don't tell me that I'm not ever going to give up on my relationship. I did not say give up on your relationship. I didn't say give up on the relationship. I said, let me finish. It's time to consider to stop and heal yourself. Heal yourself. Then focus in. Then focus in on the relationship. How am I supposed to do that? This woman is all over the place. How much? What quiet time am I supposed to find to heal myself? Hold on a minute. Hear me out. A lot of times we overthink it. A lot of times we overthink it. I said there are simple things that you can do for yourself to start getting yourself together and under control. I'm gonna give you a couple exercises to do every day. I'm gonna give you a couple books to read. Then he got even more angry. Where am I gonna find time again to read these books? Quiet time. If I so much as go down to the corner store, I'm being accused of having an affair. I'm being accused of XYZ. You're getting ahead of yourself again. I know you're dealing with a very insecure person. A very insecure person. I didn't say leave the house. Could you get to your driveway and get inside the car? See, sometimes we make it too complicated. Many people, you do beautiful work in your car. Reading, relaxation. You got the little beverage holder for a drink. You had access to the radio. You can power up to do some guided imagery. A lot of things can occur. Healing can occur in your automobile, your driveway. And he just kind of looked at me like, that one of these looks like, are you kidding me? This is what I came here for. And so I knew he was a little hot under the collar. I didn't hear from him for a very long time, but I know he took the recommendations, wrote them down, the books to get, what have you. And it was nearly a year and a half later, that I heard from him. I wanted to check in, how's the relationship, what's going on. He said, you know what, Sheila, it is by no stretch of the imagination perfect, but I really believe in my heart we're going to make it. And he just walked me through what he did unwittingly. He wasn't willing, his heart wasn't necessarily in it, but he started to chip away at that advice to stop and heal himself. And he said, you know what, Sheila, it's just started so small, so small. I would just take, even if I could only get half a page or a couple sentences, I really did. I would tell her I'm going to sit out in the car. If you don't believe that, peek out the window. I don't care. I just need some quiet. She would fuss at me and going on. But again, I had to get some quiet. And at work, I started over my lunch break to just take little walks. I have a light lunch. I take a little walk. I started to just slow everything down because it had been years since I even felt like myself. And Sheila, slowly but surely, about 6 months in, and just I was reading here and there, doing my walking, just very light little things. And I turned to her one day and I said, you know what? You're noisy. You make the house noisy. My nerves, they're just now starting to settle down, but it's nothing of what you've done. It's what I've done. I'm going to get myself a little efficiency. I'm going to make a copy of the key. You can come and visit me from time to time. But what I figured out for myself is I need quiet. I'm trying to heal myself, and what you're doing is not helping. And that's just how it's going to be. And he laid down the law. He got himself that little efficiency. Wasn't anything fancy, but it was something where he could put a little bubble and have some quiet time. And I'll tell you, something occurred while he was gone. She got a chance for the first time in a long time. There wasn't anyone to bitch and moan at. And she was by herself. She didn't like that. They shared meals together, some other things, but for the most part, she was by herself. She didn't like that. And that time allowed her some reflection, and she was ready to play ball, so to speak. And in clarity, because he had taken the time to get quiet and heal himself, in clarity, he was able to say to her, look, this is what needs to happen if you want to move forward. I am not coming back to the house unless A, B, C, D happens, that's it. I have recaptured my mind. I have recaptured some quiet. I don't intend to live out the rest of my time on the planet fighting with you. And so I will tell you, in no short order, she started making some arrangements to get herself together. See, when you are in clarity, clarity breeds clarity, but you're not going to be drowning yourself and helping to get anyone else clear. And by the way, people think healing, there's so many steps involved. The most important step involved in healing, which I'm going to say is about 80% of healing, is the desire, is the internal desire. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to be done with this energy or this idea or this way of living. Because when you're ready to truly say, no, absolutely not, what comes behind that is what you're ready to say yes to. And when you come with a yes attitude and yes mentality, I know what I'm ready for, I'm done with this, then everything can be done here, can become healing. I have people say, Sheila, I went to the animal shelter. I got this beautiful cat, and this kitten healed my life. I love furry friends, believe me, beautiful. And that comfort and care that comes from them can be fantastic. That said, it was your desire to stop entertaining self-pity and isolation that got you into the land of the living. You opened up the yes territory. Yes, little kitten, come into my life. Yes, old friends, let's have some coffee. Yes, let me get out into the sunshine and join humanity in this beautiful life. When you're ready, books become healing. See, the resources are there. Books can heal. Fresh air can heal. Prayer can heal. New, fresh faces and energy can heal. Everything becomes healing when you're ready to be healed. And again, there are times when you may be paired up or coupled up and you may be so far into toxicity. Doesn't have to be a coupling or a romantic relationship. Could be with your brother, could be with a friend, could be whatever, and you're tussling and going back and forth when the right thing to do is just, you know what, the toxicity has seeped into me too. I need to back off from this. I need to get some clarity because I want to heal. Okay, back up. Let's heal in order to deal. We can heal, then deal. Clarity and the solution comes when you are healed. Blind spots you had in toxicity, those blind spots are no longer there when you're healed. It's literally an energy